Hey, I'm Dave Klein, and you are listening to a very sensual edition of Foreskin.
Ooh, naughty.
Gamers so uncut that you'll have to stay under the bed sheets for an extra 10 minutes just in case. And sitting to my left,
the very, very uncomfortable because he's in a small room with nothing but guys, John the Fascist Quick.
And the ultra-hedonistic Joe Baker.
And the more recent addition, Andrew Benninghoff, which I believe I was dubbed the Leprechaun last time.
the
Yes.
leprechaun
Oh,
Andrew
yes.
Benninghoff.
I taste it,
I do believe it's quite nice. Not too bad.
As you can tell, he wasn't called the Leprechaun for his Irish accent.
Not even close.
But you can go back and check out some awesome pictures of him, which we'll be putting in this episode too. If you're watching this on YouTube, because you can also listen to it. Isn't that amazing? I think it is.
Modern technology.
You can do two things at once, guys. It's incredible. But let's go to our first topic.
Hey, the internet.
So, a big game is coming out fairly soon, as in really, really soon, dubbed Call of Duty Modern Warfare Trace. It is the newest Modern Warfare in the franchise, so not a new Black Ops. It's been the 2-year cycle, meaning a new Modern Warfare game. What do you guys think about it?
Oh, yay, another one.
Let me point out something interesting, too, to this story, which is that, so Modern Warfare 2 got really high reviews, Modern Warfare 1 got incredibly high reviews, Modern Warfare 3 is getting high reviews, but not quite as high. So it's getting a couple 70s, some 80s%, and a lot of 90%, but still, not quite as good.
Well, okay, I mean, to be honest, you can only really get the perfect scores when not only are you an incredible game, you bring something, new to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Which, let's face it, Modern Warfare 3 isn't.
Wait, Grand Theft Auto 4 got pretty much perfect reviews, and it brought nothing new to the table.
Well, I mean, it's
it brought
the next generation. Yeah, there we go.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was the same thing,
But no, at least Rockstar changes it up each time. Maybe not necessarily a lot, but there were aspects to Grand Theft Auto 4 that weren't in Vice City, San Andreas, or
okay,
in
what
3.
about the former mention, which all got 10s as well?
What about
San Andreas and Vice City.
San Andreas and Vice City. They brought new stuff to the table each time. It was the 80s was one of them.
They brought a different era.
No, it is something new is coming out, and it was also people weren't saturated on Grand Theft Auto at the time. There wasn't when Grand Theft Auto 4 came out. There wasn't a massive glut of sandbox style games. It was oh yeah, sandbox done right again. Right now, we are swimming in the goddamn sea of military FPSs is one thing.
Oh yeah.
2, Modern Warfare is such the establishment. It's just the bar that everyone, is supposed to get over. Once upon a time when they set the bar, it was this far off, goal that, that game developers were trying to reach. Now it's like the bar is almost in front of them and everyone's going, so, who wants to, pull themselves over this thing? Because,
but I mean, you're talking the bar really more for the multiplayer, right? Because, I mean, all the other aspects of it, it's not bringing new things to the table or making it such an outlandishly amazing game. Because the Halo series, I mean, those are really good. That had the bar up pretty high with the FPSs and BioShock. I mean, there's a lot of different FPSs that set the bar high, but I think it's really the multiplayer that they capitalize on.
And I think it's also the realism. I mean, there's other titles you mentioned, like Halo, and there's like this extra element of science fiction and stuff in those, and with Modern Warfare, it's you're actually destroying Berlin, and you're actually destroying, simulation still, but
I mean,
you're playing on this Earth.
You survive a
FBI
nuke in Modern Warfare 2. I think that's pretty sci-fi.
What's that?
You survive a nuke in Modern Warfare 2.
Well,
that's pretty sci-fi, and you're not in a refrigerator that gets blown away. Indiana Jones.
I will, not having played the game, I can't, fully comment on, whether or not, these so-called scores are deserved. But I mean, come on, it's pulling 9s, isn't it? I mean, yeah, they're not giving it perfect
Well, it's also getting 8s and 7s, which are not quite the 95% it was getting before.
Okay.
90, 95. So the fact that it's getting lower than that, that's more of what I meant. So
it's getting, yeah.
No,
right.
it's clearly not doing bad. But I guess the question for a lot of people is, okay, does that mean maybe I should be trying Battlefield 3 now? Which a lot of people have been hailing as better than Modern Warfare 3. In terms of the multiplayer, too.
Well, I feel like it'd only be a matter of time until it's like, okay, well, here's the Modern Warfare, Call of Duty series. Oh, we've been around for so long. You're going to get the same stuff. So it gives time for someone else to sneak in there.
The time is ripe for a COD killer.
Yeah, it's like, I fumbled the football. Look, here, is this other guy's picking it up now?
Well, it's not so much even fumbling the football. Like, let's take a look at what Modern Warfare killed. The first Modern Warfare essentially killed Halo.
Yeah.
Let's face facts on it. Well, Halo 3 had just come out. And Halo 3, the single player, really wasn't necessarily fantastic, but everyone was picking it up for the multiplayer, which is exactly why everybody picks up Modern Warfare. Every release of the Call of Duty franchise since Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare has been for the multiplayer. And that's why everyone grabbed Halo 3. Everyone grabbed Halo 3, they were excited, they wanted to jump online.
Oh, yeah.
They did it, and we all got tired of it real fast. Not because it was bad, it was the same, solid gameplay we had frantically been playing, but 2 or 3 years earlier. It was just as good. They did not reinvent the wheel, but neither did they, break it.
That does remind me. I mean, you said something in there that Call of Duty. It's like they got the next Modern Warfare 3 out, but one thing is like the staggering of releases because they've had 1, 2, 3, but then they've had all these spin-offs and shoot-offs, and that's where I think it's
Modern Warfare is the 8th title.
Yeah,
in the
that's
franchise.
where it's really different from a game like the GTA series because there's just 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, essentially they don't really just go off into all these other different.
But
games.
Rockstar kind of does too. I mean, with Red Dead Redemption, which uses the same structure, but takes it and has made such a different game.
Well, hold on. Okay, so the thing is, with Modern Warfare though, this really is the third iteration. You can say there's all these Call of Duties before it, but Call of Duties 1 through 4, or 1 through 3 I should say, which were the ones before it, they were totally different games. If you look at them, completely different.
Yeah.
And then Infinity Ward took Modern Warfare, brought it as a modern game, and it was really the only one of its franchise. So it really was a separate franchise, which is why they redubbed it. Then Call of Duty 5 came out the year afterwards, which hardly anybody bought, because, again, that went back. I wouldn't really consider it part of the same franchise as Modern Warfare. Then the year after...
Was that World at War?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Modern Warfare 2 came out, again by Infinity Ward, and then they went back again for Black Ops, which was the Treyarch game. Treyarch's the altering developer that develops with it. But I would still honestly call this... I'd say Black Ops was more of a sequel because they saw how good Modern Warfare was doing, and they're like, oh, let's bring all these elements that made Modern Warfare so good and put it in Black Ops. But I think why I personally was so interested in the Modern Warfare 3 release is because this is the first game made by Infinity Ward since the whole debacle 2 years ago where all the Infinity Ward people were laid off after Modern Warfare 2. Because the year afterwards was Black Ops, which was Treyarch's game. So we had no idea what was going to come from Infinity Ward. So that's to me why I'm like, alright, are the reviews lower maybe because Infinity Ward, the original design team, didn't have a hand in it? Is it because of what John's suggesting, that the design's just getting old to people? Because I guess what I can say to what John was talking about before with Halo, I still love Halo single player. But I've found, and I like it way more than Call of Duty single player. And co-op, also with Halo. I've just found that I think Modern Warfare, like you said, took multiplayer. The leveling system they added is just so addictive. And the emblem system and all that, that's what made it so different and unique and better. But I mean, I'll still go back and play Halo for the single player, so there's still elements that exist within that world that are still great.
Yeah,
but
if you lose the A-team of developers, and then you got some new people or different
Well,
people.
here's the thing about it. No one was going to give this Call of Duty, at least within the gaming community, the true, honest-to-God gaming community, was really going to give Modern Warfare 3 its fair shakes. I mean, it was part of the evil empire. Modern Warfare was the Yankees of the gaming world. You know, they're the top dogs. They're the ones that are on top that you kind of want to see get taken down a peg, and not just because of, you know, just the more of the sameness that we've been talking about with the game in and of itself, but because, my God, with that huge debacle that happened with, you know, I'm assuming everybody out there who's listening knows the huge thing that happened 2 years ago with Activision firing Zampanella and his partner, for whatever reason, his name is escaping me. I'm sorry, man. They were like almost unceremoniously fired by Activision, and then
it was for demanding they got their bonuses for doing so well with the game.
Yeah,
because it sold so incredible. They were like, all right, can we have our bonuses? And Activision fired them, and that's what happened. But go on.
And so then a crap ton of the leads then left with these guys and formed a new studio called Respawn, and we're all eagerly awaiting to see what Respawn is going to do.
That's a good title for
Which Abby Happy, formerly of G4, is part of.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's just my shout out to Abby Happy. I miss you, Abby. She's awesome. All right, go on.
Jesus Christ, you gay for her or something, man?
No, she's just...
Would you really say gay
Isn't that
for
really
her?
redundancy? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Right.
All right.
Okay, anyways.
Kevin, Abby's fiance. I am not. Go on.
All right. But essentially, I mean, Activision acted like giant asses kind of throughout
We're getting sued by
Activision. Throughout all of that, and then they've proceeded with how they treat fans, how they treat the press, and how they treat, you know, everybody that really just kind of like works or associates with them like ass. Like one example is myself and Andrew were working E3 for a website that we used to write and produce for called GameZombie.tv. Well,
Game Zombie.
we had gone up to...
I hate those guys, especially their former host.
Yeah.
I know, he's such a dick.
He's a douchebag, really. Let's get technical here. That's what he was. But, you know, we had gone up and we didn't have anything like set in... I'll give them this much. We didn't have anything set in schedule with Activision. But we had gone up and we had talked to the appropriate people that we needed to talk to, and had scheduled then that day for the next day an interview with a representative for
developers of the game, and there was a PR person supposed to take us around.
Yeah. We had this set. We talked with some people. We did everything we were supposed to do. We come in the next day to do this interview, and mind you, we had told the people that we were doing this for that we had gotten this, and this was a huge, huge deal.
Oh yeah, they wanted those interviews back.
Yeah. They told us straight up, no, you don't have an interview. Not, I'm sorry, we got too busy, we had to cut you, which would have sucked, but would have been understandable. They told us to essentially sit and spin.
Oh yeah, they gave us, I would say the cold shoulder, but that's an understatement. I mean, we just got turned down like fucking mad. It was...
I almost wish I was there for that.
Whew.
Do you know where that saying cold shoulder comes from?
I have no idea.
Well, it's not from just turning a shoulder on someone like, oh, that was cold. It's actually in like the English, the old English countryside. When a guest has overstayed their welcome, they would serve them a cold piece of shoulder. So like a slab of beef that just isn't like the choice bit of
Yummy.
food. Yeah. Thought that was nice.
That's some awesome
Tangent
knowledge, actually. I love finding out where slang like that comes from.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Random bits of facts.
for you.
You
So
can
next time you
learn.
get the cold shoulder.
Not only do you hear gaming information, but you learn something new every time you listen to this
You
podcast.
get
And now for an Animaniacs reference. And this has been another useless fact.
Thank you.
Great useless fact. But we've been dwelling on this for a while, so let's move on to another game being released shortly here. Rayman Origins. Personally, I am super, super excited for it because I love the original Rayman. It's the original platforming one, not the 3D one, but platforming. But, with that said, Skyrim's coming out this month. Zelda Skyward Sword is coming out this month. Modern Warfare 3 is coming out this month. And every other freaking big game is coming out this month. Mass Effect 3, which I actually don't play Mass Effect.
Actually,
but
it's
that's
not coming out this month. That's
It's not
coming out next year.
Yeah, I thought it was 2012.
Yeah.
But
But,
Arkham City came out.
Yeah, Arkham
already.
City just came out last
Uncharted
month.
3 is coming out.
Uncharted
or
3
came out.
just came out,
Just
or
came
is
out.
coming out. So yeah, a lot of big games. Where does that leave Rayman Origins?